Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing the AYBL Pulse collection, which is an ombre seamless collection with the original Gymshark Ombre seamless. So I have AYBL's ombre in 3 different colors. I have this really cute pink color, this gray to black color, and then this blue color, which I'm wearing the sports bra of right now. And so I used to have the Gymshark like peach pink ombre leggings, and I have a bunch of video clips with me in them that I'm going to reference in this video, but these are actually Gymshark dupes from Nepoagym, so these don't have like a Gymshark logo or anything, but I've already done videos comparing them and they are like exactly the same, so I will also be using this as a comparison point just so we can really get down to the details of who does the ombre better. Like I said, from AYBL, they're known on Instagram as AYBL, but I think the brand is just called AYBL. So this collection is called the Pulse collection, and they have a sports bra and leggings. So I'm going to talk about the leggings in the first half, and then I'm going to get into the sports bra. Okay, so since we're talking about leggings first, the price for the leggings is $36, which actually is like a mid-range price point. I have a few Amazon leggings that are actually like getting close to $30 as well, and Gymshark's I believe was at least $45. I want to say more like $50 to $55. So these are definitely much cheaper than Gymshark's. These are also a great mid-range price, so you still get like a little bump in quality from like, let's say like some Amazon leggings, but it's still a really great deal. So for the fabrics, I'm going to talk about AYBL first. Their fabric composition is a nylon polyester elastane, and it feels very plush and thick. It has a lot of stretch to it, so the AYBL is definitely thicker than Gymshark's. The fabric of the AYBL's kind of reminds me of a Gymshark like original flex legging or a Gymshark camo. Both leggings have a marl texture, so the actual leggings look very similar when you're not like touching them, but they definitely feel a lot different. The Gymshark has a slightly more slick feel, while the AYBL's are a little more cottony and like a thick knit material. I don't think either one has more compression than the other. I think both, I would give them a light compression. And as for which one has more stretch, I think I would say that AYBL has more stretch, but Gymshark definitely isn't stiff by any means. I would just say AYBL is just the tiniest bit stretchier. So now onto the waistbands. So the AYBL waistband is a double thickness and it's ribbed in texture. It also goes about right above my belly button, just the tiniest bit higher than Gymshark's. The waistband is much more tightly fitted than Gymshark. I will insert a video clip of my original ombre seamless from Gymshark, but their waistbands just stretched out so much, and I don't think they were ever like quite right at my waist. There's something about the Gymshark waistband just really didn't fit your actual waist, and it was always gaping, and I always saw the athletes in the videos with the waistbands gaping. Wasn't cute. The AYBL waistband actually tapers in a decent amount, and I haven't had any stretching out, and I've done at least 3 workouts in these. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the waistband is higher on the Gymshark, so it's a solid like centimeter or more higher, but you can also see that on the Gymsharks, the waistband doesn't really come in very much. It's just kind of like pretty continuous with the side of the legging, so you're not really going to get much compression, and it's also not going to taper in very much, but there's actually a lot of tapering in on the waistband for the AYBLs, and I really didn't have any gaping for these, so I think that's a really good attention to detail for them, because I hate when the waistbands gape. Also, you can see a slight difference in the ribbing. The ribbing on the AYBLs is a little more tightly knit, and the ribbing on the Gymsharks is a little more separated. The AYBLs are just a little bit above full length for me, so not quite full length, but I am 5'9", so I'm on the taller side. So if you're shorter, they probably would be full length, but they're just a little bit above full length for me. I have a video clip that directly compares the booty contouring, but the booty contouring on the AYBLs is very subtle. You'll see in the video clip, but the AYBLs just have this kind of like ribbed material, kind of like the waistband underneath the booty, so it kind of like compresses slightly underneath your butt, which kind of helps like lift the butt a little bit, and that's like definitely very helpful. I feel like without this, you would have a lot less shape in these leggings, and this booty contour is a million times better than the Gymshark booty contour, which I will insert clips. Even after I try to pull it up, that booty contour was in my mid-thigh, and it honestly just made my butt look saggy and not cute, and I didn't like it, so AYBL wins the booty contour literally a million times over. Comparison of the booty contours. So you can see on the AYBLs, the booty contour is just like this ribbed material, kind of like the waistband, but just below the butt, and it just kind of squeezes your like thigh in a little more and kind of accentuates the booty a little bit, but nothing crazy. And the Gymsharks is obviously very much more pronounced. They have like these little dot details, and when it's on, you can very much see there's a booty contour, but you can't so much see that there's a booty contour on the AYBLs. And some of you guys have been requesting that I show like the seams on the leggings, and these seams actually seem seem pretty good quality. I haven't had any loose stitching, haven't felt any tightness. I did a leg day in these and I didn't feel like the seams were like restricting me in any way. There's actually a decent amount of stretch to them, so good seams here. The leggings also have some nice raised detailing all the way down the legs and kind of connecting from the waistband. I've got the sides of the leggings so you can see some of the details. They have very similar detailing down the side. They have kind of this raised detailing that goes all the way down and then into some more like complex raised details that just add like a little nice bit of like texture to the legs. And Gymshark has the same. It has like a little raised detail up there, kind of goes down to these little like raised lines and then more down to the bottom. And they both actually kind of have a little back of calf detailing. Gymshark is much more prominent, so you're definitely going to get like a lot of calf shading. But on AYBL, it's just very subtle, much like their booty contour is very subtle, which I like. It's just like if you're looking close, there's texture, but if you're far away, there's not. So both for Gymshark and for AYBL, the logos are just kind of like a vinyl press-on, which I don't really love the vinyl press-ons because I felt like when I was wearing these the other day that I just felt like these can just like peel off. Like after you wash them a certain number of times, it just doesn't seem like they're gonna like stay very well. I wish they maybe like embroidered their logo onto the legging because that just adds like a little bit more of like a luxurious feel. So in terms of sizing, these come in size extra small to large. I wear small in these and I'm a small on basically everything, about a 4 to 6 in Lululemon, and these fit basically perfectly. There was the tiniest bit of extra room around the crotch area, but not in a way that gave me a lot of single camel. Like there was just a little bit of extra space, but I felt overall the fit was really good. It didn't have any waistband gaping. I felt like the legs fit me very well and it didn't feel like anything was pulling too tightly. So are they true to size? I would say yes, true to size, but if you are in between, then I would size down because these do have a lot of stretch to them and they're just like the tiniest bit on the big side. And all of the colors I have are exactly the same in sizing and stretch, and all the sizes were very consistent, so that makes it very easy for ordering. So in terms of cellulite, I would call these cellulite friendly. They don't have any compression, but the material is very thick and plush, and I feel like that helps hide the cellulite very well. And it also has the marl texture, which always helps as opposed to just a plain colored legging. And I would say they're more cellulite friendly than Gymshark's because they do have that added thickness, which I think helps a lot. So my new thing for testing if something is sweatproof is just to like drop a little drip of water on them and see if you can see it or not. And you could definitely see the drop when I put it on the leggings, but the marl texture does mask it a little bit. So I'd say these are like sweat friendly, but like not sweatproof. As for camel toe, the AYBL leggings didn't give me any camel toe, no single or double camel, which is great. The Gymshark ones have this raised front seam and the fabric is a little thinner. It did lend itself to some camel toe issues at some points, but the AYBL ones, I was all good. So for the booty scale, so I give the AYBL leggings a medium to high on the booty scale. They don't have a lot of compressions, so they don't squish your butt down in any way, but they do have that little bit of like booty contour underneath that kind of sucks in the area right below your butt, which helps just like add a little bit of extra shape to the booty. I wouldn't say it's like the highest on the booty scale because with seamless leggings, sometimes you can get like a little unibutt appearance, so not like high booty scale, but my butt looked pretty good in these. I was pretty proud. And compared to the original Gymsharks on the booty scale, these are way better because the original Gymsharks with their booty contour that was more like a thigh contour wasn't cute on the butt, made me feel saggy. So, and squat test. Let's just give a little round of applause here. All of these leggings are completely squat proof. I am a major hard ass on my squat test. Like I have a ring light, I have natural light, I have everything, and I am looking for any bit of sheerness. And these leggings all completely passed 10 out of 10, no issues. And compared to Gymshark, I'm just gonna show a squat test of my old peach pink ombre ones, and you will just see the horrible sheerness that is those leggings. I give them like a 2 out of 10 on the squat test. Now that we are done with the leggings, it is time to move on to the sports bras. For the sports bras, I'm mainly just going to go over the AYBL one. I do have the Gymshark one. This is the Gymshark dupe version, and I'm going to compare like side by side how they look, but I'm not going to go into like too many details on the Gymshark one. So the sports bras are $31, so kind of about the same as the leggings, just a little bit less. Some details. So these have about medium to high coverage. As you can see, I'm not showing any cleavage. The sports bra definitely has a nice scooped neckline. I love the design of the straps. So it has a nice little racer back, but then it has this little cute cutout opening. So it has this little strappy looking back, but it still has like a decent amount of coverage in the back. It's not like thin straps. Since I tend to wear my sports bras as shirts in the gym, like I don't really wear a shirt on top, I like to look for a sports bra with a decent amount of coverage so I don't feel like completely naked. The sports bra also has some cute detailing. It has some of that raised detailing that the leggings have. So they have like a few cute little lines in the front, a few in the back, as well as some perforation details. The sports bra is also very soft. So first of all, it's very soft in feel, but it's also very soft like in like structure. There's no hard structural elements, there's no underwires, anything like that. And the sports bra also doesn't rub on my armpits. Sometimes sports bras, if they're cut too high, it can rub on your armpits, but I have plenty of room here and it's not doing any chafing. So as for fit and sizing, I am a 32 triple D and I have a small in this, and it honestly, I could have sized down to an extra small. It's like a little, there isn't too much gaping, but I just feel like it's like a little bit loose and I would have liked a little bit more compression. If I had sized down, I feel like I would have gotten a nice amount of compression and this could have been like a medium support sports bra, but because it was just a little bit big on me, it is more of a light support. So yeah, I would definitely say size down for this. I already have a larger chest, so I'm usually between small and medium for sports bras, but this small is just a little bit big for me. But even with this larger size, I didn't really have any like crazy amounts of gaping, so I'd say the fit on the sports bra is overall really good and like it's shaped very nicely. I'm going to compare the sizing of the Gymshark sports bra to the AYBL, and the AYBL definitely has like a significant amount more room. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to say size down in this. My only complaint is that the pads are not my favorite. They do have a nice amount of coverage, which I really look for in a pad. If it's too small of a pad, it can just kind of look like a little circle on your boob. But these, they got like a little bit deformed in the shipping process, I think. The first day I wore them, one of them had like a big dent in the boob, and it just like looked like there was a big dent on my boob, and it didn't really bounce back super well, so I'm gonna try maybe washing these and that'll help. I definitely think that you need the pads in this bra, especially if you got the wrong size like me, because it just does add a little bit more structure and support to the bra. So overall, I'm really loving these AYBL sets. I think they did an incredible job of their leggings. I wish the sports bras fit me a little better, so I'd be like a little more confident wearing these, like doing like a little more medium impact exercise. But yeah, guys, I think that compared to the original Gymshark Ombres, AYBL did an incredible job, especially with the waistband and the booty contour. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you next time. Bye!